Hi beauty babes and welcome back to my channel. My name is Martha and this is Martha's Makeup, obviously. What we are going to do today, as you've seen the title, we obviously know already, we are doing a everyday glam look that you can do quickly and easily. We're only going to be using one palette today, so it's affordable again, because obviously I want to take care of you guys. I am not really rich myself, so I'm using the products that are quite easily accessible and cheap, but still good. I'm gonna give you some quick tips how to make your makeup last throughout the entire day of work, of school, whatever you're doing, and just how to look glamorous on your everyday routine. So if you want to know how to do that, keep on watching. So the first step, as always, is obviously what? Yes, to prime. So my face is already primed and ready to go with Paese Hydrobase as usual. And now I'm gonna just use my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, matte and poreless. So I'm just gonna put some on my hand and then quickly blend it with my beauty sponge. So, as in every video, remember, if you want your makeup to last all day, what you want to do is first prime, because primer really does make a difference, really makes your foundation stick to your face better, not look all cakey and patchy and everything. And the second thing you want to do is you always want to tap your foundation in instead of just smudging it or smearing it or whatever. So the coverage is better. And it kind of, what's the word? It just kind of becomes one with the skin when you tap it in. So it's not as visible, it looks more natural, and obviously that's what we want. Yeah, we don't want people to see that we are wearing a lot of foundation, especially not in like everyday makeup looks. So what we want to do is just tap it in to make it become one with the skin. So that is really important, and it's just gonna last longer as well. Remember to blend it down your neck. Please, ladies, blend the foundation down your neck. Why do people not do it? Why? Second step is obviously concealer. I'm using my Paese Brightening Concealer in the shade 01. You don't have to use a lot of concealer on your everyday makeup routine, just a bit under the eyes to cover those dark circles that we've got because of the pandemic and, you know, life. So just a bit there. Last but not least, remember to set your face in place. Set your face in place. Yes, that is a good way. So use any powder that you've got. I'm using the Paese rice powder. And just remember to set your face. That way the foundation is going to stay in place. The concealer is going to stay in place. You are not going to look like all smudged at the end of the day when you sweat or whatever. We all sweat under the masks as well nowadays, so when you set your face, it's definitely going to last longer. That was a deal breaker for me when I actually found out about setting your face, which was not that long ago. So you want to set your face to make it look flawless, and more importantly, just to make it last, ladies. We want it to last, so tap that powder in everywhere, especially in those like next to the nose and in those places where the foundation tends to smudge first when you sweat. And yes, there we go, the face is all ready to go. And now it's time for the brows. I'm gonna quickly do them off camera. If you want to see my brow tutorial, I've got a really quick and fun brow tutorial on my TikTok, Martha's Makeup, Martha's __makeup, to be exact. There's a quick 1-minute brow tutorial on my everyday brows that I do. So now I'm just gonna quickly do them off camera. There we go. I also did one eye off camera so you get the idea of what it's gonna look like. That is my everyday glam. I do have false lashes on. They are very light and natural. But obviously if you're going to school or if you just don't like fake lashes at all, you don't have to use them with that look because it's very sheer and it's very light, so it's just a normal mascara would be fine as well. And as I promised, it's really quick and easy because we are only using one small tiny little palette, the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. But any nude kind of neutral palette that you've got is going to be completely fine with that look. And I only used 3 shades from that palette. No, 4, sorry, 4 shades from that palette. So yes, quick and easy. First thing we're doing is obviously priming the eye. Tip number 5, 4, something. Is always remember about priming your eyes. If you're doing a shadow look like we are today, priming your eyes is essential, whatever, however you spell it, but it's just that. Because primer, actually any primer that you've got, even if you've got like the cheapest, the one that you think is shit and doesn't do anything, still it does do something. You can even use like a concealer. I used to do that a lot, and some makeup artists still do sometimes. You can just use a normal concealer on your lid, put it on your lid, and just kind of use a bit of a beauty blender to blend it in, because it's gonna prevent your shadows from just creasing. Obviously during the day, as I said, normal work day or school day, we go for 8-9 hours without looking into the mirror or going back home or fixing our makeup, and we don't really have time for that. So we don't want the shadows to crease, and when we blink, we talk, we sweat, the shadows tend to just crease, basically. So always remember about priming. It's gonna change your eyeshadow game for sure. I'm not even talking about like it's gonna make the colors look better and blend better and blah blah blah. Obviously all that is true as well, but it's just gonna last longer, and at the end of the day you're gonna come back home and you're gonna see your shadow in place exactly where you put them in the morning, instead of just all over your face and under your eye, and you're just gonna look like a raccoon. Like, no. Anyway, my eyes is primed. First shadow we're gonna use is that shadow right here, that just light bronzy shade. On a big fluffy brush, tap it out, and the only thing you do is just, with like a windshield movement, do that above your crease and just puff it out a bit, and just go like that. Not that hard, right? So first shade, there we go. Then you take a smaller blending brush and you go in with a darker bronze shade that we've got right here, or just any darker bronzy shade that you've got. And first you're gonna pack it onto the outer corner. Pack. And then you're gonna slightly blend it upwards into that other shade, and whatever is left on your brush, don't do it again. You just do the same slight movement in the crease, right where your eye kind of closes, if that makes sense. Just to deepen the crease and just make it look more like you put more effort into it, basically, and just then you can go back with the other shade on the big fluffy brush and kind of blend it a bit more. And you can just repeat those steps how many times you want until you kind of feel that it looks like you want it to, and that it is as dark as you wanted it to. I'm not going very dark today, so I'm just kind of blending. It's all the same movement, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, And now what we're going to do is we are going to half cut the crease. So it's not a full cut crease, just a little bit of your concealer or of your eyeshadow base, whatever you're using, to kind of make the shimmers that we've got on the lid pop. Just pop. So I'm going to use obviously the Plouise base. I mean, look at that. It's so easy to work with as well. It's so pigmented. Like, you don't really need 1,000 layers of it to cut your crease. Remember what I was talking about on the cut crease tutorial? If you feel like you've got a bit of a mess, or if you're using just your concealer whatsoever, you go in with like a Q-tip with a little bit of makeup remover on it, and you just clean that shape first, and then you go in with your concealer. It's going to make it so much easier for you to cut the crease, honestly, especially if you're only just starting. There we go, half cut crease. Then we take that smaller blending brush. We don't put any shadow on it, and we just kind of blend the edge here to make it less harsh. So blend the edge with the darker shade that you had, just a little bit, just to make it less harsh. Great. And now you're going with a small flat brush, and I'm going in with the stunning shimmery bronzy shade right here. These shades have no names, like how bizarre is that? And you just pack it onto your crease that you just cut, not your crease, your lid. And then the last shade that we're using is that really sheer kind of shimmery shade, almost white but not really, like creamy shade here. So we're gonna give that a bit of a blend with that other bronzy shimmer in the inner corner. There we go. And we're just gonna put some in the inner corner itself, just to make the eyes pop and just look more alive, if that makes sense. Any light shade, tip number, I don't know what, any light shade, white shimmer, even like a highlighter in your inner corner. You don't even have to do any other shadows with it, but just put a little bit of light shade in your inner corner or highlight, and it's just gonna make your eyes pop a lot more and just look a lot more alive. And what we're doing now is the exact same thing on the bottom, but in the like reversed order. So dark shade and then blend it out with the light shade. And then I'm gonna pop some lashes, and I'll be right back with you guys. And there we go, guys, that is your finished eye look. I also used a little bit of a white liner underneath my eye right here, just to make it look a bit more alive. And that's another tip if you want your eyes, if you can't be asked with any makeup at all, like you just want your eyes to look and your entire face to look more alive, some white liner on the bottom, some highlighter in the inner corner, and you're good to go, honestly. And your eyes are just gonna look bigger, more like vibrant, full of life, all of that. And now we're just gonna add some dimension to the face. So I'm using the Inglot bronzer. There we go. And now, last but not least, we're gonna add some highlight to that face, just to make it look a bit more alive. I feel like I used the word alive in this video a lot. Like, why do we want to look alive in the everyday makeup? Well, there's a question for you guys. Why does it have to be alive? And now you can just use some light lip gloss or light lipstick. I'm just gonna use a lip gloss. And there we go, guys. That is your finished everyday makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I think anyone can do it. Like, do you think you can do it? I'm pretty sure you can. It's really quick, really easy for your everyday glam look, if you want to look a little bit more glamorous in your work or school, whatever. So that is the look all complete. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you like the tips as well on how to make the makeup stay a bit longer on your face. If you did, let me know in the comments down below if you have any of your own tips or hacks on how to make your makeup stay longer throughout the entire day. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and you comment, you like, and you just support me on my journey. Just join the Beauty Babes family. This is a very supportive and very loving space, obviously. And yeah, see you in the next one.